All right, what's good, y'all? Hopefully everything goes well. I got my lighting and all of that done up, so everything should be a lot more pretty. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off with a little music at first, and we'll get into the commentary. But this song, don't hate the play, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when like niggas go out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Get into some street life, and one of these women cross your ass up, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't dot all your I's and cross all your T's. Got you know what I'm saying? And all of that done up. So everything, yeah. So let me turn this up a little bit. Turn up the mic. Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. So I hope I can be heard. So let's go ahead and get this started, man. Let's play a little music first. All right, it's been a lot going on. Don't hate the player, I hate the game. So what I saw over there on Sheena's, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get on Sheena, you know what I mean? I'm really not trying to entertain beef. I don't have no problem with nobody. People have a right to their opinion to do and say whatever they want to do. But at the same time, that was some bullshit with Marcus. Like Marcus is being coddled. Okay, Marcus don't need to be coddled. And even the Dante show was over there, you know, saying, "Well, is that true? Is that true, Marcus?" And all that, you know, saying, "Come to my channel. Come to my channel. I hit you up on the IG, Marcus." Surely. Nigga, you think Octavius ain't gonna call that shit out? You think, nigga, do you really think I ain't gonna call shit out? Okay. I saw some ass kissing Dante. I sure did. I sure motherfucking did, nigga. Okay? How you doing? Cut to the chase. I sure did. I saw some ass kissing over there. I saw a nigga thirsty for a motherfucking interview, nigga. Okay? Thirsty to get up in the street sector and everything. Hey, it's all good. I don't have no problem with you. I don't. But we gonna call it how it is. Nigga, your woman, Yana, who was 20-some years old, you know what I'm saying? You're 20-some years, almost 20 years her senior, Marcus. That's rewind this shit back. The reason why a woman would get upset, or older woman would get upset, finding out that, hey, not only you been sleeping with some young girl, hey, that's cool. She's of age. There's nothing illegal about that. But this woman that fell in love with you, she claimed that she may have got some UTI from you. Showing medical records to Kiki on the back end, financial records on the back end, financial manipulation, you know what I'm saying? Even describing freak offs. Let's not soften this whole shit, okay? The freak offs, let's remember, you know what I'm saying? About the whole freak off thing, right? So they were doing the freak offs and everything that she claimed that was going on, and now you're trying to act as if Kiki is some kind of like Kiki did you wrong by showing what's on Social Blade. We can see what's on Social Blade. You can go in and see how many subscribers I got. You know what I mean? How much estimate money I done made based on the videos that are monetized. It's pretty accurate. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty accurate. It's not like there's websites out there. Like if somebody dropped your name in a Google search, your court cases, all that stuff, your address, your old phone numbers, your recent phone numbers, all that is out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're acting as if like you're some kind of victim. You took pictures. Now let's not forget who was your number one co-host and your number one advocate, Marcus, when that whole shit was going down. Sonny. Sonny was your number one advocate. Sonny took Kiki's pictures. You didn't say, "Hey, Sonny, I don't think that's right." While y'all was over there fucking and dipping in motherfucking period blood, nigga, your ass was over there going on her channel with that goddamn pedophile from over yonder. You know what I'm saying? Teaming up and shit, basically. I guess because of this goddamn roasting and niggas just calling out facts on your motherfucking ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You have a fucking problem. I'm not gonna sit here and baby you. I'm not, nigga. I'm not here to clout you. I haven't been live. I thought that what I did like was something tied to the conscious community. It didn't get that many views. That on your channel, I reviewed the whole thing with the Messiah guy. You know what I'm saying? I reviewed that shit. People that I guess they didn't really like it or whatever. But I haven't been pressed to get out here and run your name and shit. But I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody. I'm not gonna sit here and basically coddle you. You know what I'm saying? And act like you don't have a motherfucking problem and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me? He lost subbies, including me. Yeah, you know. I ain't telling nobody to unsubscribe for nobody. You know what I mean? I ain't telling nobody to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? You do what you want to do. That's not my goal. Right? But at the end of the day, this woman, Kiki, receives this information from the woman you was raw dogging, fucking, and having goddamn threesomes that she said she wasn't wanted to really get down with. Basically, she was insinuating that she went with all that motherfucking bisexual shit. You know what I'm saying? But because she was in love with you, it was a fucking salacious ass story. It's just like, you done fucked around with some woman and shit, and then she done went down to the cops and dropped a dime on your motherfucking ass. And now you up there acting, oh my God, but the detective could have did this, the detective could have did that. Hey, Kiki clearly has proven that there was no estoppel, okay? Estoppel, okay? Use the big words, from the use of that information that she was sent. Up until that point, she's seen this shit about this woman saying that alleging that, you know what I'm saying, she was coerced to have an abortion, UTIs, being forced to hide in motherfucking closets, shit. Then she sent receipts to back all that shit up. Kiki had it enough already to feel some kind of fucking way. It's like, damn, this nigga doing some predatory shit. Right? And then, like, even on that interview, that interview over there that happened on Friday, what happened? When I brought up Young, I said, bro, you was over there kissing her in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Have a layup with you in the cold AC and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, she showed the cash apps. Just what Young volunteered, showed the cash apps. But hey, within 6 months, you know, you've been socking it to a bitch pocket, dropping like it's hot, pimps up, hoes motherfucking down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and, you know, she broke a trick. You know what I'm saying? She broke a motherfucking trick, nigga. No one told your square ass to go out there and try to get discounted pussy. But shit, what was happening was Yana was getting expensive. Okay? It was getting expensive. You was falling in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you've been hurt by your woman and all that. That's your prerogative and shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't act as if like it wasn't justified for Kiki to say, damn, this what this nigga doing to these young ass girls. And then we see the Lottie situation pop up at around the same time. Talking about Marcus, he like want me to act like a little girl and degrade him and talk about how Lewis' dick is bigger. His dick is bigger than Lewis. And then there's some other freak shit that you said you saw motherfucking Lewis pulling his dick out. Or something like that. You know? You said the man pulled, you said you seen him peeing or some crazy ass shit. I mean, bro, you get down however the fuck you get down. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nah, ain't no motherfucking ass kissing the ass, motherfucking licking the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like the motherfucking bathtub told the toilet stool, nigga. I get as much ass as you, but I don't have to take all that motherfucking shit. Okay? You know what I mean? Numbers come and numbers motherfucking go. Who gives a fuck? I done had up to 1,000 people in this motherfucking chat in multiple different sectors. A few times. And then I done added, well, shit, we done had 400. Bitch, we done had motherfucking 8, nigga. We done had 3 motherfuckers here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bitch, Octavius Prime and Kiki Prime are relevant motherfuckers on this goddamn app. Okay? And we're not gonna, all that ass kissing and ass licking, it ain't gonna motherfucking happen. Okay? It ain't gonna fucking happen, nigga. Okay? Happen, nigga. Okay? So, yeah, it started with the Monique thing. And then you already had a reputation, Marcus. You know what I'm saying? And we played my first video on you with showing, hey, motherfucker was calling you a sexual deviant almost 2 years ago. AT Bun. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, You had pulled out the gun and some more shit. You was all up in that another young girl face and shit. You know what I mean? And then now it's a whole new clean image. You trying to put shit up under the rug, and some goddamn YouTube information is putting you at jeopardy or whatever the fuck. But you up there she got some big ass titties. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See that? Look. You like all on that type of shit. You know what I mean? I think she want me and all that. Well, how the fuck that panned out? Okay? Obviously ain't panning out too fucking well. Okay? You know what I mean? You came up there, you spoke your piece. Respect it. Okay. But, nigga, we're not being lied to. We're not being gamed. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you want a yes man motherfucking crowd? That's cool. But we saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? We saw what you've been doing out here. And I even called that shit with Sonny. I said, yeah. I was the first motherfucker to call it. What happened was them niggas got drunk. I said, Marcus, did you involve any drugs or alcohol in the situation? You said yes that night about the period blood and some more shit. Nigga, did you dissociate? You know what I'm saying? Did you get drunk enough to the point where you don't motherfucking forgot? You don't push your motherfucking mouth down there looking like goddamn vampire motherfucking Brooklyn nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she remembers. You know what I mean? It's your words against hers. You did admit that y'all had sex on her period, and then you admitted that part, and then that you ran up in the motherfucker with a catheter and some more shit with a motherfucking pee, a motherfucking piss water hose coming out the pussy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, Kiki didn't put that shit out there. All this atmosphere of all this shit, it was bound to happen. You was out there slumming, dealing with motherfucking discounted pussy, and then your ass done got motherfucking caught up with these goddamn women. You know what I'm saying? They said I was calling women hoes the other day. I was just speaking as a figure of speech, but I said, even with my first live, nigga, I said the spirit of hoeing is gonna make a nigga pay. You can't no such thing as discounted pussy. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker gonna make your ass pay at the end of the motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? Even pimps gotta pay. You know what I mean? A pimp's motherfucker got sex trafficking charges and shit. You know what I'm saying? AIDS. Motherfucking niggas beating them up. You know what I'm saying? They get robbed, get stabbed by their own motherfucking prostitutes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no man escaping the spirit of hoeing when we invite that shit into our atmosphere. Okay, when we invite that shit into our atmosphere, you're not taking accountability, Marcus, on the fact that, nigga, you wanted the chicks, all these chicks, not saying Yana was a hoe, you all wanted them to embody the spirit of a motherfucking Jezebel and the goddamn hoe. And then when that shit came back to bite you on your motherfucking ass, you had a whole problem with that shit. Okay? Had a whole problem with that shit. Peace to everybody that's come through. So let me look at the chat because I'm not. You know what I mean? It's your words. Yeah. All right, looking at stream pretty good. All right. So it's your word against hers and shit. And then you was drinking. You know what I mean? The thing about, did you really know? Did you take it too far? Shit, did she even know that you took it too far? Like I said, most likely what happened, y'all was in the room. Y'all was in the motherfucking room. And what happened was, the girl drinking, obviously high or feeling some kind of way. She started feeling like her old self, feeling like, hey, when she was stripping like a couple of years ago when she had her legs and good health, you know what I mean? Hey, she wanted you to bust it down. You was up there, you work out, you start feeling, and then you stronger than what, you get drunk, feel like you get a little more rough and shit. Shit happened. She ended up in the hospital, her back hurting, and some more shit. Blood coming out of the vagina even more because of the catheter. That's her claim. After y'all both sobered up, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I heard Sonny out. I went over there to say, hey, however, what you were claiming, I don't fucking know. And the sad part about that shit, You don't fucking know either because you admitted that you was drunk as fuck. Okay? So we're gonna call this shit right down the motherfucking middle. Okay, we going right down the middle with this shit. We not gonna fucking hold no motherfucker. Oh, like nah, cause it's Marcus and I need some motherfucking clicks and views and new subscribers and some more shit. I'm a whole motherfucking nerd, nigga. See, look at my setup, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got the reaction maker right here. You know what I mean? We got a whole new thing going on. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole new thing. We got some more shit going on. Yeah. So y'all see the different scenes and all that shit. So we got a whole new shit going on. I'm not gonna be sitting around here like far as beefing and back and forth, nigga. Nigga, I'm the only nigga to say fuck a whole fucking sector and dare a bitch to say something about that shit. Okay? Been there, done that live stream shit. Niggas want the motherfucking live stream shit, take it. I don't give a fuck. Okay? But all that bad mouthing shit and trying to like talk down on my motherfucking girl, you know what I'm saying? And that as if like all these problems came from her exposing grotesque shit that she was doing to a young girl that you manipulated, you know what I'm saying? And that she fell in love with you and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was that you betrayed in sense. So well, I probably let her know, you know what I'm saying, it was just supposed to be like, well, we just fucking. Nigga, you had that tongue kissing this girl all in the mouth, laying up in the bed, she getting up. I even said it on the thing. I said it sounded like y'all was getting up, cooking each other breakfast in bed, rolling around the bed, kissing, AC on cold, drinking a little bit, smoking, getting high, you know what I'm saying? Fucking to the wee hours of the morning, you know what I'm saying? Bringing different women and shit, all these sexual fantasies and adventures coming true, you know what I'm saying, for the first time in your motherfucking midlife crisis 40-year-old ass. Okay? And then you think it's supposed to go past a nigga that's been out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I've been out here too fucking long. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button. I hope y'all like that. I even got my camera was not working that well. Like I was looking like shit. Looked like I was just in shadows. Shit. I got on Facebook. I was testing something out on Facebook. I got some people that's gonna call in from Facebook pretty soon. And the Facebook camera looked better. My iPhone camera looked better than the camera I have on the computer. So that's why I had found a way to adjust it proper lighting. Yeah. Yeah, hitting motherfuckers on menstruals. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. I'm not here to tell nobody and no consecrated what to do with their channel and their panels and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hey, do I feel like you did violate Sonny? I most likely know. But the truth is, because both of y'all was wrong, I don't fucking know. Obviously, something fucking happened. You know what I mean? Obviously, something happened. At the same time, the only reason why I give you more grace than her, Marcus, in that situation, is because of the timing. The timing. I was the first to put that narrative out. Sonny, even when people were saying that don't like her, I believe Marcus did. I said, no, the timing is fucked up. Sonny got mad about the woman, West Indy, ass being grabbed by Marcus. And then when it was confirmed the same day that they was fucking, you know what I'm saying? And that Marcus passed off some kind of like bacteria or whatever from what West Indy alleges. Then it became a problem for Sonny. Then she spilled the tea about all this raggedy ass shit. But she did talk about months ago bloody fucking sex. There's receipts on that because I know Chase and everybody talked about that to a certain extent. Damn, you saying that y'all fucked on the period? You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all saying? So, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit the cash app, man. You know, man, son of man, Octavius need, you know what I mean? I need some substance. Okay, hit that cash app. Okay, and if you ain't got a cash app, like I know a lot of y'all struggling, going through it. Some of y'all sleeping under bridges. Some of y'all going through it. Ladies, don't worry. Pretty soon, Marcus, if you homeless, Marcus will be there soon enough to give you $10 and room and board for a day or two. If you're about that freak off life, okay. But in the meantime, while you're on your Obama phone, a Biden phone, Donald Trump phone, or whatever era that of what president was in office, when you receive your cellular phone, look down and hit that motherfucker. See that at the bottom of me right here? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Okay? Hit the bell. Okay? All right? So, the thing is, when you fuck with certain type of women, then you want women to embody a certain type of energy of hoeing. And there's no love involved and shit. That's cash, clout, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you a black man, and I told you, I said the first time, I said, bro, you're going to find yourself in a situation where on some fucking R. Kelly shit. That's the first fucking thing I said to you, bro. I said that shit. No one else said that shit. I told you, I said, it ain't good for a black man to be on social media. I got you, baby. Bring it up. I said, not good for a black man. Hey, baby.
Hey. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Mm-hmm. So,
hey, everybody.
All right, let me bring you back here. All right. So, yeah, like I said, it's not. That's what I first said. Even on that live stream on your channel, I said it's not good for a black man to be on social media having sex, random sex with all these different women, and especially in that fashion. And I predicted. Let me say this: you got the floor. I said I predicted. I said a motherfucker gonna come out here and line your ass up. Now your ass lined the fuck up. Now you want to go to motherfuckers, lick your wounds, make you feel good. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We know we got this, okay, I'll let you talk. Go ahead. I'm gonna say
you can. I was just gonna say, like, the nerve to like switch it all to me. Like, how can this possibly be switched to me when you're the one going around? You got Monique running out here. I didn't even know Monique when she was saying that stuff. I never talked to Monique a day in my life. She never been on my platform. I never talked to Lolly a day in my life. She's never been on my platform. I was never cool with Sunny a day in my life. She's never been on my platform. So how does me tell him the truth, which is what he came onto my show to confirm about Yana, how does that become the cause of all his mess? That's what I don't understand. And I'm like, for him to be allowed to sit there and say all that type of stuff over about me, which I sat in the chat for at least 30 minutes and let him just say whatever he wanted to say. I didn't get into the chat until he was about to hop down. So I finally onto the panel until he was about to hop down. So I finally go onto the panel, and all of a sudden he got so much to say to where I have to be muted. Like, no, you sat up here and you lied on me for straight 30 minutes because of issues that you having sleeping with these women. Nobody cares about your business. Nobody cares about what you're doing. But when you put these women on YouTube and you say that you're helping them and you ask us for our cash apps and you're expecting our click and our view, then yes, it becomes our business.
Yeah. And even the fact, baby, that as a woman who's been through life, you hearing about a young woman coming to you, talking about how she's been taken advantage of, made humiliated, to hide in closets, coerced, you know what I'm saying, in a certain sense, allegedly, to having an abortion, you know what I'm saying, and even getting UTIs. And basically, she was saying, but not a narrative that about she was participating in freak offs and threesomes that she really didn't want to take part in.
My thing is, Marcus allows people on his platform to say all that stuff on a daily basis, on an interview basis. How does it become so wrong? Because Kiki let somebody come on her platform to say that what they wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hypocrisy that I don't understand. And that's the thing on YouTube sometimes. You have, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You have some women that just when a man speaks, it is what he says. And that's cool. That's in every industry. And if that's what I'm up against, then that's what I'm up against. I'm not gonna take no accountability for Marcus doing the things that he does. And as far as him, disseminating pictures of me and him trying to say his financial information, kiss my ass with that. I'm not even going to entertain that as if that's something that needs to be pointed out when it's so evident that that's apples and oranges. Stop playing. If you thought it was so immoral or what I did was so immoral, why are you just now bringing that part of it up? Stop it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But what we do in this life, it goes from generations to generations. So I just hope when one of his family members call theyself liking somebody or being head over heels and they send out pictures, because it will happen. It's
Yeah.
2024. I
Yeah.
hope that the same thing doesn't happen to them. I hope the next person has enough decency to say, well, I'm not going to share this girl's pictures with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. And like, it's not equal measures even with that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I said, there's websites that can tell us how much you're making from YouTube, how many
Yeah.
super chats you got,
Yeah.
all of that.
And
All
I've
of that.
never put my personal info. I've never exposed my body on any internet
Mm-hmm.
platform whatsoever. So Marcus is just, his behavior is disgusting. At this point, I feel like he's disgusting in my opinion. And anybody condoning his behavior is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree with that. I have to really agree with that because you know it was like no one's trying to take accountability. You know what I mean? People vying for interviews and shit up on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Acting clueless and shit. Like, oh, all I heard was through somebody else. Oh,
Well,
that you said this.
let me just say this too, because let me just say this because I had a conversation. I had a conversation with
Mm,
Dante right before I got on here, and I just want to leave him out of it. If he wants to talk to Marcus, he could talk to Marcus. He asked me, did I mind if he had conversations with a couple of people, and I don't care. I don't
yeah,
care. That has nothing to do with me. I don't care about that. What I cared about was Marcus being able to try to pin this whole thing on me, saying Kiki started everything. No one checking him on that shit. And then when I get up there to talk about the receipts and the truth, my voice was silenced and it was said, well, Kiki has her own platform. You're right. I do.
exactly. And like I have to say, that's really messed up. You know what I'm saying? What they're trying like messed up, but what I was just say, you know what I'm saying, just come correct and just say, hey bro, I'm looking to interview you or whatever. Don't try to do that tolerant shit. You know what I'm saying? Through people. You know what I mean? I didn't appreciate that. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking as a man. I don't appreciate that. You know what I mean? That was your end goal. You know what I mean? That was your end goal. But you know what I mean? Don't become and act like he's clueless. There's so much evidence about how dude and went out there and talked. Like he admitted in the interview, not the interview, but that interview, that conversation that took place last Friday, that he was on all kinds of fuck shit with these women. I talked to him. I said, hey, he talked about brought up Christianity. I said, isn't it me being a brother telling you, hey, that you're gonna find yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? With a woman eventually, because they felt like you jaded them, and that's what the fuck happened. And that's what is continuing to happen. And if you continue to sleep with these random women in Atlanta, this is what's going to happen to you. Period. It's no, you're not exempt. You know what I mean? As we get older, guys, none of us are players. Okay, Every player get played eventually out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why men get older say, I need a woman. I need to go ahead and settle down or whatever the fuck. Because somebody's that's decent to fuck with. Because you can go out there and get lined up on some bullshit. And that's what's going on. So that
Yeah.
karma that you're dealing with Sonny and these other women, and then you're targeting women that are in desperate situations that are suffering from homelessness. You know what I'm saying? There's a power disparity there. There's all the truth is, it's all the elements. Like when they talk the Me Too movement, all the elements of the power disparity, the financial disparity. You know what I'm saying? All the elements of manipulation, and also, you're dealing with people that are vulnerable and mentally ill. So these
Right,
mentally
and
ill
all
people,
that just went out the window. All that just went out
yeah,
the window because he goes up and says a couple of lies. And let me say this: if people are on my panel, I don't like people to talk over people either. But I was speaking anytime anybody tried to interrupt. I didn't interrupt people, and I would have said, "Hey, I'm gonna put everybody on mute." Let's say I accidentally did speak, and all you have to do is bring it to my attention and ask me. Hold on, I'm gonna ask everybody to wait a minute. We're gonna go one at a time because the talking is overlapsing. But don't do me like if I'm a problem, like if I don't know how to shut my mouth, like, oh, I'm gonna mute Kiki. Like I don't appreciate that. I don't, and I'm just being
yeah,
honest. Maybe it was an accident, maybe it was too much going
mhm,
on or whatever, you know what I mean? But and then it was said she has her own platform. Like to me, I'm sorry, that was just rude. It was rude. I wouldn't speak about anybody or to anybody like that on my platform. Clearly, I didn't go over there to cause a problem, but
mhm.
anybody would be upset when it's lies being told on your name. Anybody would be upset.
Yeah, it's talking under your clothes.
Yeah, talking on
Yeah,
my pit. That's a topic that he brought up, but nobody stopped him when he was talking about it. But when I start talking about it to defend myself, oh, it's go on mute.
yeah.
And that's the problem. He wants all of the women that he's dealt with to be put on mute.
And then also at the same time, talk about interviewing. It hasn't he got in trouble for interviewees that are schizophrenic, mentally ill, on drugs, alleging that they mamas and daddies, sister, brother, cousins, because that's the thing they be selling over there. And some of those families like, what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you publishing about? Why are you publishing our mentally ill daughter or son that is saying all this crazy ass shit about the entire family? You know what I'm saying? Is that responsible reporting to get someone that has very little credibility that most likely can't even stand up in court by themselves to even be confident in a court of law to argue for themselves even in a pro se manner? But at the same time, you still allow them, you give them the space to get out there and slander and defame their motherfucking families. They're not there to cross examine and say, "Hold up, you're actually you gave $10 to tell a salacious story to our meth head, crackhead, you know what I'm saying, heroin addict family member that has done all kind of crazy ass shit, has been diagnosed with all kind of mental disorders. We just calling out, and I'm not talking down on people for that. But I'm saying these are the people that are on your channel that you're bringing out and publishing, and that they're talking about their daddy, their brother, their cousin. You know what I'm saying? My daddy is my son's granddaddy type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Is that responsible? Does the father have the same right to come up there and cross examine and say, is that uh, that's not right? No, my daughter has been diagnosed with severe schizophrenia, dissociative disorder. This is a whole nother personality. This or personality disorder, deep depression, anxiety,
Your
none of that shit.
internet keeps buffering. I don't know why.
Okay. Oh, shit. I think it'll be right now. But we'll close up real quick. It should be good. Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything
But
else you want to say, man?
no, that just was, disappointing to me. And since it was said that, I have my own platform, I definitely came to my own platform to speak. I definitely pulled out the receipts like I always do. He said that Yana told me not to. She absolutely did not. I showed that in the receipts. Her last thing was go ahead, absolutely, locked and loaded. And yes, I'm going to be there. So she never said, she said that the information needed to be out. She never told me don't post the information. She reached back out to me at midnight, 5 minutes till midnight, and said, I'm going to do it at another time. She still didn't absolutely unequivocally say no. She said at another time, but that was hours after the interview had aired. So Marcus had every opportunity to come to my platform and dispute what she was saying. Initially, when I put the information out, I didn't automatically take her side, but I had no real stance on it. I was like, wow. He came out and did a live the next day with Yana, backing up all of the claims from being in the closet, from the pregnancy to everything else. He came and he solidified all of that. And so he's upset because he deleted that live. And of course, I had it and I replayed it to point out how it was so flawed about him saying that a closet is basically just another room. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're absolutely correct, man. So, all right, y'all. Um, my internet is doing its thing, and I do see it. It's like overkill for the internet, the upload speed, which is a good thing. And that may be the reason why it's buffering. So I apologize for that. Meanwhile, we said enough on it. Like we don't have to sit here and belabor on it all night. But at the end of the day, let's not be disingenuous. Marcus, you know what I'm saying, has made his own bed with this situation. If it wasn't Kiki, it was going to be somebody else that will come up with this information. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, is Yana in good favor with him? No, she's not. She's not. You know, because I actually apologized to her for being overcritical. I was like, well, when Kiki brought it to me, I was looking at it like from a man point of view. Oh, she's trying to take. I don't know, man. She's probably trying to take this black man down and everything. But you know, when I started seeing the receipts and stuff, I was like, damn, yeah, that's a cold blooded ass shit. I ain't gonna even fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Yana has a right to tell her own story. Since then, she has doubled down on the claims that Kiki. She has apologized to Kiki. Has she not, baby?
Yeah.
She apologized to Kiki for siding with you, and now you're trying to put the total blame on Kiki as if Kiki was the one that conjured up a lie on you. It's just like your woman going down to the police department or dropping a dime on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the detective. You can't blame the detective. You can't blame the judge. You can't blame the jury. When them charges and these women are saying these things, they all are vocal. They all have platforms. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have a platform, they go on to platforms. And they're saying these things bad about you. It's take accountability of what you have, how you have done. But at the same time, trying to say that is the same as taking your woman, I almost said something else. When your woman, Sonny, when y'all was in good favor, went to Instagram and posted nude pictures of Kiki. While it's around the same time you were showing pull up a chat photos of my woman and everything like that. Your woman, Sonny, that you was fucking, was over there posting shit on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Did you say, hey, Sonny, I don't think you should do that or whatever? No, y'all was all with the shits. Y'all was all with the shits.
They called him a god, and Sheena said she wants to work with Marcus. Oh, that's not my god, and I don't want to work with him. So, oh well. I wish them well. I hope they do numbers together. That's awesome. All money ain't good money, and me, I stand on what I stand on, and I ain't going back. On my word. I'm not telling anybody not to go to her platform or anything like that. I'm saying I stand on what I stand on, and I'm not going back on my word. And I'm tired of being on this internet, people trying to control my feelings. When I feel like I was wronged, I was wronged, and nobody's gonna make me feel otherwise.
Yeah.
I was wronged.
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all smash that like button for me. It's very important. Your content creators share me out, tag me, let me know. I will come and thank you, and I will show you the same gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Octavius and the Primes are no haters. But I need you to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? People are gonna bring up beef sector and all this kind of stuff. I ain't getting in no beef with no other content creator. You'll do you over there, and I will do me over here. I didn't know you back then, and I don't have to know you moving forward. You can just do you. I ain't got nothing to say about you. I spoke on what happened tonight. I didn't appreciate it, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Even if my people want to still rock out over there, there's their option. But I go where I'm celebrated and not tolerated. And that's it. That's all. See you later, Octavius. Bye, everybody. Thank y'all for
All right,
coming over
baby.
here.
All right, y'all. Um, so like I said, y'all, but like I said, y'all, the thing about it, we see it for what it is, and moving forward, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call the shit how I see it. You know what I mean? Dante, my opinion, maybe I may change my mind on it. I don't know. Magically dropped down after Kiki has almost 900 people in her chat. You know what I mean? And then next thing he's all that shit. And then I said, baby, I hate to sound like I'm on some hater shit. I know it can sound like that. Let me go here. I said, I know it can sound like that. I said, but bro, I believe he's clout chasing. I think he want to get into the live streaming community and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not going to the interview shit, and that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. But my automatic bullshit separator that runs 24/7 in my head, you know what I mean? I saw it for what it is. You know what I mean? And that's my opinion. Kiki and that, whatever, that's whatever. But like one thing about men, and I've been like a supervisor in a leadership position over men pretty much all my life. When men be like, well, I don't know, and I ain't too much convinced. Somebody got to tell me because I'm just trying to figure all this out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, here come Big Daddy Dick Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Dick Marcus, tell us. I showed you. See, I just hit your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. You know what I mean? Men be having their mind made up. Men be like, damn, it does sound like some fuck shit happened. I don't know everything so far, you know what I mean? But he said he fucked on a period, and the chick, real fucked up ass position, got tubes shit hanging out of her or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it sounded like some shit could have happened. You know what I mean? Now, they go that far, yeah, look like she may have been jealous about the West Indian chick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't that fucking clueless about shit. No, they fucking not. No, they fucking not. Okay?